Well, I'm getting ready to cut wood and split, but I thought I'd make a short little video of the system that works pretty good for me right now. Got on YouTube, very good ideas out there. Also got on the internet, check out what kind of tools they have out there. And I decided that I would make everything myself. Starting with a splitter, had an old mixer frame and wheels, had the hydraulics, the motor, so I started welding and putting this together, and I also put a hydraulic lift on. When the lift is down, you roll the log on, use your hydraulics, lifting it up, it rolls onto your splitter and you split. As I'm splitting, I throw the wood into the trailer so I don't have to pick it up off the ground. Then when I get a full load, take it over to my storage area. Now once in a while, you will get a log that has a lot of knots in it. And if you get your splitter stuck, you pull this rod out, pin it, draw back your cylinder, and it pops it off very easily without using a sledgehammer or a hammer. Now when I want to transport my splitter, I will lift up the lift and secure it, lift up the cylinder and secure it, then I can move on to my next area. Now the other day I bought myself a 3,000 pound winch, electric winch, and made the arm on it out of the old pipe that I had laying around. And it works very well when you really don't want to pick up some of these big heavy pieces. Put your hooks on to the log. Get it lifted up, swing it over, and also have a button on the back if I don't want to use the cord. And drop her down. Then you can unhook it and roll it out of the way. Now I usually bring out two chainsaws, one for big logs, heavier chainsaw, and then a lighter one for the lighter logs. You're looking at, almost 3 horses versus almost 7 horses. Now, looking up tools, I found this thing to be a little handy little tool that I made from some channel piping that I had laying around. And I let it swivel a little bit, so what I do is I swivel it up that way. And I pick up these little smaller branches, logs, and I throw it in there, bring it up over to the trailer, cut them, they fall into the trailer, don't have to pick them up off the ground. It works good for small limbs and stuff. If I do happen to drop a couple pieces on the ground, then they have this little pick, kind of nice. The only thing I made this from scratch, and I added this little hook, and I'll show you what that's for in a minute. And this, you just pick it up into your trailer, and you're good to go. Now when I'm unloading my trailer, you might not be able to reach way over there, so that's what I use that hook for, and I can roll it. This pick also works good for small logs on the ground that you want to just roll around or roll to your splitter. Now here's our little hand log roller that I made. It's aluminum pipe, and then the rest of this is steel, this is steel. And I made it so it's adjustable in case I ever want to adjust it, but so far I haven't. But if you got a log that's 2 or 3 feet, let's say 3 feet in diameter and 8-10 feet long, and you want to cut them into 2-foot sections, you cut 3/4 of the way down. Now the reason you cut 3/4 of the way down is that you do not want to hit that chain into the ground. When you do, you got to sharpen. Now you got to stop and sharpen. So you cut it 3/4 of the way down, you take your log roller and you roll it. And you roll it over, then you can cut your other quarters, and now you got your 2-foot pieces. Works very well. Now, there's another piece of equipment that I made. Aluminum handle still. These are real lightweight, not much at all. Made everything adjustable. And so if I needed to adjust it, but so far I haven't adjusted anything. It works pretty well. Now, when you get a log that is 2 feet, you know, doesn't matter, 2 feet in diameter, and you need to cut this log into 2-foot sections, well, like I said, you don't want to cut that chain into that ground or even this asphalt, because you'll be sharpening it. You hook it up, and and it's fairly easy to lift. It's not that. Now, lay it down, come over the chainsaw, cut, 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 and then lay it down and move it over. Now you're not onto the ground. So that works. This system works real well for me. I'm going to maybe modify a few things later down the road. I'll get back on you guys on YouTube and see what you got out there. Now, hopefully the next video I make, I'm going to be making a hydraulic winch, and I'd like to have that thing maybe move 50 feet per minute. It might be a little too fast, I don't know yet, but I'll have to adjust it so I can get those logs that are in them deep woods, maybe have a 80-foot cable, bring them up to my 2-track, and then start using this system.